Hello, friends, it's Simone. Today I am going to set up my Pocket Traveler's Notebook. I am using that to write my to do lists. Simple as that. Um, in December, I had asked on Instagram if somebody would lend me their Pocket Traveler's Notebook with a pen loop from Chic Sparrow, because I had one that I had traded with someone else without a pen loop that was didn't have any pockets or anything, and two people replied. And I just wanted to test it, and so two people replied. This blue one was actually gifted to me then, and the red one is the one that was borrowed to me, lent to me. Man, I don't remember how to use both of these words. One is if I go and borrow it, and the other one is if somebody lends it to me. I think that's the way it is, isn't it? Um, and she borrowed it to me, or I borrowed it. Wow, now I'm back at the question, but she let me have it for a while, and I completely fell in love with the feel of the leather. Um, I, I I always say I'm not a color person for the leathers. The one that was gifted to me is blue, and this one is red. It is a very natural red color, but it is red. However, I really love both of them, and I was very excited and very happy to use them. And I just showed you that um, both have a different setup. They both have a pen loop. They both have a secretarial pocket on the right side, but the pocket configuration on the left side is different. So these are cascading pockets, and the other one was two pockets on top of each other. If I would have to choose, I would probably choose this configuration if the leather is thin enough. Um, Usually, I'm not a fan of pockets. Usually, I'm not a fan of colors, but both of those notebooks really work for me, and I really like how they um, feel in my hand. I really like they're not too heavy. That was the biggest problem with any notebook that I had before. So I couldn't let it go back to her, and she did not really like the notebook with the pen loop, and so I purchased it from her. So now, before in December, I had no pocket traveler's notebook with a pen loop. Now I have two. I don't think I'm going to get any more, but having two is kind of nice. And I also have the other one that just doesn't have a pen loop, so I have actually three. So I can switch them out and make them interesting again and enjoy them more. I was able to finish this notebook that you see on the top left corner there. It was just a simple grid notebook from Muji that I had purchased several years ago, just in case I needed one. It was A6, and I cut it down to pocket size. Um, and I was going to switch it out anyway and start this year with a new notebook. And Deborah, who gifted the pocket cover to me, also gifted me some amazing Field Note brand notebooks. I know that lots of people don't like them for their paper quality. Well, the paper quality is nice, but they don't really work well with fountain pens or lots of pens where there is a little bit more juice involved, then they often bleed through. But since I only use the Jetstream, which is a ballpoint pen, I don't have any problems with the paper, and so I like them for exactly the purpose that I'm using them for. So the notebook on the top left side hand is actually done. It's finished. Um, so I did not only just like take out a half finished notebook. I finished one and I had every right to start the new year in a new notebook. Isn't that cool? Well, actually, I did not start the new year in a new notebook because I had intended to start with January 1st, but January 1st was a Thursday, and it was in the middle of the week, and it just didn't work. So I finished out that week in this notebook and then started or set everything up to start it with this week that we just have right now. Today is Friday. You will see this video tomorrow on Saturday. And we are through the first week back at school. Yay! it's so it's so strange. It's like it's the same thing all over. My kids sit in front of their screens. I go to work and I come back sometime around lunchtime. And and then the day is over and then we go to bed and then the same thing starts all over again. Yeah. But I I added the calendar from the Coffee Monsters. Helen gives away a monthly printable for a calendar in her Facebook group every month. She has been doing this for at least 2 years. I know that last year I didn't print them because I didn't need them really, and um, I wasn't so fond of the design that she made last year. And so if I didn't need it, I I just didn't download it. I used some from Catherine from Sterling Ink in the last 2 months of um, 2020. But for this year, I she has already shared an image of her calendars, and I really like them. So I think I'm gonna print one every month. And then I put I the other one, the pencil that said January 2021, that is from a free printable from Coco Daisy. And then I just added week one. Think it is this week. Yeah, it was so strange. Last week, these 3 days of January were week 53, and then this is official week one. So I have this one notebook in there from Field Notes. I just tightened the elastic a bit. And then I have the weekly supplement from Hobonichi, and that actually works well. I created this kind of folder slip-in thingy because if I just put it in by itself, it sits too far up in the pocket and it almost comes out on top. But if I tape it to a folder, a cardstock paper, and center it more, then the bottom of the cardstock can be further up and it sits more evenly inside. It's definitely not professional. It was just a trial and it worked. So I might have to redo this at some point. I was inspired actually by Sarah Martinez. Hers is far more professional than mine. Check out her channel if you don't know her. Who doesn't actually? Check out her channel. You really need to do that. So I'm set for January. I love the pen loop. I love the color and the feel of the planner, and I can't wait to use it all through January. So now that we have been in to this new year for a week and we have seen how it is going to pan out, not so great. Tell me, how is your planning going? Does it stand the test of time? Can you tell already? I would love to hear in the comments below.